The peaceful protests earlier were touching showings of our collective grief, but the anger being displayed now and this afternoon cannot and will not continue. As I said yesterday, we all have reasons to be deeply disturbed by systemic racism that has plagued our society for far too long. And we are justified in our anger when another unarmed Black American's life is cut tragically short at the hands of the police. But what's taken place today in our city and across the nation is unacceptable. None of today's acts of violence or damage to property will do anything to restore faith and trust between the police and communities of color. Although anger and distrust are justified, acts of violence and destruction are never justified. We will get through this. We will continue to hold bad cops accountable, and will hold those who committed these acts today accountable also. And we will continue to support the police officers who protect and serve our residents with dignity every single day, in the same way we support the members of the public who protest and express their opinions peacefully. I just want to say something about the police today. I've never seen a group of people had more restraint, putting up with what they put up with, spit at, bottles thrown at them, urine thrown at them, caustic agents and balloons thrown in their eyes, and handle themselves in the professional manner we expect of them. So I thank them all, and I thank them all. And now I'd like to turn it over to Commissioner Daniel Outlaw for a situational update on where we're going. I'm sorry.
Good evening. This afternoon, thousands of conscientious demonstrators exercised their First Amendment rights at City Hall and later at the Art Museum. At its peak, approximately 3,000 demonstrators were present at the Art Museum. They exercised their constitutional guarantees passionately, but also very peacefully. We appreciate their voice and the lawful manner in which they expressed their anger and frustration over the tragedies that continue to take place all over the nation. However, later in the afternoon and into the evening, others converged on Center City and committed numerous acts of vandalism and violence. The actions of those persons were unlawful and were not in furtherance of any noble or ethical issue or cause. At this point, we are able to report that as a result of the unlawful events that transpired, 13 police officers have been injured, either while attempting to control crowds, make arrests, prevent property breaches, and other acts of vandalism, and also as the result of liquid and solid projectiles being hurled at them. These incidents occurred at 5:00 p.m. at 1401 JFK, 5:15, thank you, at Broad and Arch, 5:50 p.m. at 15th and JFK, 6:40 p.m. at Broad and Arch. There were also injuries to civilians. We will be able to provide numbers in a future update. At least 4 police vehicles were set afire, including 1 Pennsylvania State Police vehicle. At least 9 total fires were set to either vehicles or structures. There were also numerous incidents of looting along the West Walnut and West Chestnut Street business corridors. At this point, we know of at least 6 arrests that were made along with CVNs issued. In addition, throughout the afternoon, we have requested mutual aid support from Bucks and Montgomery counties, Abington Township, Pennsylvania State Police, SEPTA, and various local universities. Moving forward, as many of you are aware, an 8 p.m. curfew has been implemented citywide, which means beginning at 8:00 p.m. through 6 a.m. tomorrow, only persons with essential duties will be permitted outdoors. This measure is being taken to expedite the restoration of peace and order, which is what we are calling for. That is what we need, peace, calm, and order. And it will take a unified, collective, and consistent effort to accomplish this. We will continue to provide updates throughout the evening as conditions dictate. Thank you. I'm going to call up Mr. Brian Abernathy. Oh, Congressman Evans, I'm sorry. Sir.
Thank you very much.